This example says, oh, excuse me, I've got the hiccups for some reason. Yeah, I know, it takes the pressure off Funzo, which is great. Okay, it says here, the line graph below shows test marks out of 10 obtained by a grade 10 class. Step number 1 is complete the frequency column in the table provided in the answer book. We do not need the answer book. Okay, so I've already cropped it for you. I would like you guys to please copy it down and fill it in from the line graph. Pop your favorite emoji in the chat when you're, when you're ready. I'm gonna go drink water because I'm clearly dying. I'll be back. Well done, Funzo. You've worked really hard this year. It's going to pay off. You'll see. The exam results will tell all. Okay, Asbonge is done. Beautiful. Just pop your favorite emoji in the chat when you're ready, guys. Thanks, Funzo. It shouldn't take us too long. Ooh, Asbonge. Well, this is the first section that you're going to write about in your paper too. So well done. You're going to know exactly what to do. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's as much time as we can give it. All right. Okay. So let's start over here. How many kids got 0? 0 kids got 0. 3 kids got 1. 4 kids got 2. 5 kids got 3. 3 kids got 4. 6 kids got 5. 0 kids got 6. 7 kids got 7. 9 kids got 8. 5 kids got 9. And 0 kids got 10. All right. Okay, so that's what our frequency table should look like. Everybody else's should look like mine. Okay, now we can answer questions 1.2 all the way to 1.5. Okay, I will give everybody about 5 minutes. It shouldn't take us too long. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to complete this question. Okay, and you'll tell me in the chat what your answer is. Oh, no, not emojis in the chat. Okay, Samuel, you need to tell us on Wednesday how it went. Okay. No worries, Kutle. Kutle, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Okay, we're kind of in the middle of a sum already. Okay. Good. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. Yo, you guys are crushing it. Look at Samuel. Yo, teacher Nels, I mean, damn.
Well done. 90%.
Left no crumbs. Left no crumbs.
Well done, Samuel.
Nicely done, Samuel. Sure. All right, guys, one more minute. And as I say that, Rulani puts an emoji in the chat. Yes, of course. Tell us. Tell us. All right, peeps, let's have a look at some of these answers. Yes, absolutely. It gives me so much joy to celebrate with you guys. Shows us that you guys are working, and that's the best feeling. All right, let's start with the first one. Okay, 1.2 says, how many learners wrote the test? Okay, we can find that out by just calculating how many frequency, how much frequency we have here. Add up all the frequency, 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, 3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 5. That's going to give us 42 learners. Okay. We know that 42 learners took the test. Okay. Now it says, calculate the range for the data. Now, the range is going to come from the highest mark minus the lowest mark. What was my highest mark? What is the highest mark that we achieved in the class, guys? Good, Rulani. And the lowest mark? No worries, Chloe, welcome. What is the lowest mark? It is not 0. It is not 0, guys. What was the lowest mark obtained? Not 3. The mark. Remember, this is the mark section. Mark obtained. We know that the highest mark achieved was a 9. What was the lowest mark achieved? Have a look, guys. It's not going to be 3. What is it going to be? Good, Funzo. It's going to be 1. This 3 doesn't tell us what the lowest mark was. This 3 tells us how many people got the lowest mark. Okay. It tells us how many people got the lowest mark. And in this case, it's 3 people, but the lowest mark is still 1. So the range over here would be 9 minus 1, which is equal to 8. So there's an 8 mark difference between the lowest student and the highest student in the class. Okay. All right. Now it says calculate for the mean calculate the mean for the test. Now, what I usually do in order to calculate for the mean is I go over here to my frequency table and I add another column for fx. Okay. So we're going to calculate for fx over here. The way we're going to find fx is we're going to take the mark obtained and multiply it by the frequency. So for the first one, 0 times 0 will just give us 0. 1 times 3, 3. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 5, 15. 4 times 3, 12. That one is 30. 6 times 0 is 0. 7 times 7, 49. 8 times 9 is 72. 9 times 5 is 45. And 10 times 0 is 0. Then I'm going to find the sum of. This funny looking sign over here means the sum of fx. Sum of. Okay, somebody add up all these numbers for me and tell us how much we get. 38, 68, 108, 117. 234 is indeed correct. Rulani, just check your calculations again. 234 is the correct answer. Good. So when we calculate for the mean, we're going to take, the mean is written like that, x with a little line is equal to the sum of fx divided by n, the number of values that we have. Correct. So we know that the sum of fx, we've just calculated for it, is 234 divided by the number of values. That's going to be the number of learners, which is 42. So what answer do we get? 234 divided by 42 gives us how much? Good, Joe, that is indeed correct. 5.57, 5.57. All right. All right. The next part is for us to determine the median of the data. Okay, now we'll remember that to find the median of the data, we need to take n plus 1 divided by 2, n being the number of values that we have. That's going to be the number of learners. So we're going to go 41, no, not 41, 42 plus 2, sorry. 42 plus 1 divided by 2, and that's going to give us 21.5. But that's not the answer that we're looking for. What does this 21.5 stand for? What does it actually stand for? The what? Correct, Bonolo, beautiful. It's the position. This is the position. So we know that we're going to go look in between the 21st and the 22nd position. Now, let's go see if we can count up where that is. Right, now we know there's no one in the 0 category, so our marks are going to start at 1. So we know that everybody here is from the 1st position up until the 3rd position. Okay, now I want you guys to see what we've done here. There are 3 students, so they occupy position 1, 2, and 3. It's almost as if our data looked like this. Okay, it almost looks like this. This is what our data will look like. No, Funzo, n over 4 is for Q1, not for Q2. Q2 is divided by 2. Okay, is a half of n plus 1. All right. So what this is actually telling me is if I had to write all this information out, I'm going to get 3 people got 1. So we'll have 1, 1, 1. The first 3 positions would be a 1 and a 1 and a 1. Then after that, these 4 people would occupy position 4 up until which position? Because there are 4 of them, we need to count position 4. So there'll be position 4, position 5, position 6, position 7. So this will be from position 4 up until position 7. That's almost as if the next 4 numbers are 2, 2, 2, and 2. All right, so this next one over here where they got 3 marks, we're going to get position 8 up until which position? Can you guys count for me? Up until what position will people get 3 for this test? Up until which position? Okay, good. That's it, Anna. Correct. Okay, so we're going to have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up until position 12. Okay, then we're going to go look for position. This one will start at 13 up until which one? 13 up until? Oh, it's not going to be 17. Be careful, Anna. Count again. No, guys, there are only 3 people in this column over here for 4. So it'll be 13, 14, and 15. So just up until 15, correct. Up till 15, correct. Okay, so this next one over here is going to be from position 16 up until which position? Count. Remember, 16 is included. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Up until not 22, Amber. Remember to include 16. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Up until 21. Right. Are we going to include any of the positions here? Will there be any 6s in our data set? No, no 6s, because nobody got 6. There are 0 people. So we're going to skip this section and we're going to go over to here. This is going to be 22 till how much? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, up until 28. 28. What about this next one over here? This will be from 29, position 29 up until... Sorry, Amber. That's okay. 37 is correct. 29, 20, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Good. Up till 37. And this last one obviously is going to take us from 38 all the way till 42. Correct. All the way till 42. So those are the positions, right? So in order to find the median, we need to go look for the number in between the 21st and the 22nd position. However, the 21st position is 5 and the 22nd position is 7. So what's the middle between 5 and 7? The midpoint between 5 and 7 is 6, correct, Bunolo. So our answer for the median is going to be 6. That's the answer we're looking for. All right. The next question over here says, draw a box and whisker diagram for the data. Now, we need something. Before we can do the box and whisker program, the box and whisker diagram, what do we need? What do we call it? That thing that helps us with the box and whisker diagram. Lufuno's like upper and lower quartile, that's correct. And Anna's just like the 5 what? Correct. No, we need the 5 number summary. Good. We need a 5 number summary. A 5 what? Correct, a 5 number summary. Now the 5 number summary is made up of the minimum number, quartile 1, the lower quartile, quartile 2, which is also the median, Q3, and on the other end, the maximum number, the max. Okay, so if we look at our data, our minimum mark, what is our minimum mark? 1. Our maximum mark is not 10, it is 9. So our minimum is 1, our maximum is 9. We've just calculated for the median. We know that the median is 6. So we still need to calculate for Q1 and for Q3. So we know that this is Q2. Q1 is going to be n plus 1 divided by 4. As Funzo said, 1 over 4 times n plus 1. They both mean the same thing, right? So I'm going to do 42 plus 1 divided by 4. Give me an answer, guys. What is 42 plus 1 divided by 4? I don't think it's 11 on the dot. Go. Have a look again. Correct, Ponolo. Good. 10.75. So that's 10.75. This is not the answer we're looking for. What does this 10.75 tell us about? The what? Good, Samuel, that's it. It's the position. So we know we're going to go look between the 10th and the 11th position. Luckily for us, we've already kind of worked it out. Where would 10th, what would the mark in the 10th and 11th position be? Looking at our frequency table, where would the 10th and the 11th position be? Good, Anna, that's it. No, that's the frequency. That's how many of that number we have. So the number, because we know that the 10th and 11th position will be in here, between 8 and 12. We know that all those people got 3 as a mark, which means our Q1 is equal to 3. Then we're going to do the same for Q3. We're going to go look at 3 times n plus 1 over 4, because Q3 is the 3rd quartile. So we're going to have 3 times 42 plus 1 over 4. What are we going to get there? $32.25 is correct. 32.25. But then again, guys, this is not the number we're looking for. This is the position. Right, so we need to go find the position between the 32nd and the 33rd. All right, so we're going to go back to our frequency table. What is the mark associated with the 32nd and the 33rd place? Good, it's not 9. Asbonke, have a look again. Good, Anna, that's it, Funzo. Here is the 32nd and the 33rd place here. Their mark is going to be 8. Okay, if you say 9, that tells us how many 8s we have. The number in that position is 8. Okay, and now we can draw our box and whisker plot. We're just going to need a number line, right? We can use an easy number line because this one has all the numbers that we need. I'm going to start at 0, go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. All right. So we know that our minimum and our maximum, our maximum, of course. Okay, our minimum and our maximum make up our whiskers. So we're going to have one whisker at 1 and the other whisker at 9. And then our box is going to be made up of Q1, Q2, and Q3. So we know Q1 is at 3, Q2 is at 6, and Q3 is at 8. Okay, then we're going to take all of this and join it together. I tried. I really did try. Join that together. And then we're going to join our box to our whiskers. All right. And then just for good measure, we're going to write that this is min equals 1, max equals 9, Q1 equals 3, Q2 equals 6, and Q3 equals 8. Just to make sure to get all the marks that we are required to get. Okay, I want to make sure we don't miss anything. All right, give me a thumbs up. Are we all okay with how we calculated for each of these values using a frequency table? Are we all good? Excellent. Excellent. Here's your next question. It's another question one. It just comes from a different paper. Okay, have a look at it. Answer all the questions. You've got 8 minutes. Okay, calculate for each of these. Questions 1.1, 0.2, and 0.4. See, teacher Nels, I was going to mention how my stomach is grumbling again, but Funzo's going to tell me I'm always talking about food.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, Mom, you're always making us hungry. Because I didn't eat dinner. I'm hungry.
Yeah. But when you're hungry, you're hungry. What are you gonna do?
You know what? Hunger is hunger, guys.
Yeah. It's one of those things. At least as long as you're not grumpy. Like, you know, some people when they're hungry, like they become like really grumpy. Like hangry. Is it hangry? I think
Yes,
so. According to Urban Dictionary.
it's fine. I think what happens to me is when I'm hungry, I start daydreaming about my favorite foods, which is a problem because it makes me even hungrier.
I feel like when I'm hungry, I don't want to eat something healthy.
Yeah. I do, but it's like here. It's here. I know exactly what it is. It's in my fridge. I need to warm it up when we're done here. I can't wait. I can't wait for dinner. I'm sorry, Funzo. I can't wait for dinner. One more minute. It's the judgment for me. It's giving judgy. It's giving ma'am can't eat in peace. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. All right, guys, that's time. Okay, that's time. I'm going to quickly rearrange this in ascending order because we're going to need it. So I'm going to get 34 and then 37 and then 43, 46, 48 and 48. Right, and then after that, we will have the 50s and the 60s. So there's a 52, there's a 54, there's a 62, there's a 58. I keep forgetting that 58 and a 68. Okay, so we will then get 52, 54, 58, 62, and 68. And then we'll do the last of it, which is 73, 78, 84, and 90. There we go. So 73, 78, 84, 90. All right, good. Now it says determine the median of the number of laptops sold. Now, when they've got enough data like this, small enough data that it doesn't need a frequency table or anything of the sort, what we're going to do is we're going to count in from each side. So 1, 1, 68, 48, 62, 52, 58. So our midpoint, our median is the middle number over there, which is 54 laptops. Okay, Funzo, just double check your counting. Okay, 54 laptops. Calculate the range of the data. We know that the range of data is the biggest minus the smallest number. So we will take 90 minus 34, which will give us 56. Okay, the interquartile range is calculated as Q3 minus Q1. So we still need to go find Q3 and Q1. We know that Q3 is going to be found by finding the median of this upper set of numbers. So we can do it again. We can go 90, 58, 84, 50, 62, 78, 68, 73. That is our Q3. Okay, Q3 is 73 minus, let's go find Q1, 52, 34, 48, 37, 48, 43, 46. 46 is going to be our Q1, 46. So 73 minus 46 is 27. Thank you very much, Go. It's 27. And then it says, draw a box and whisker plot. Now, remember, guys, your scale must be accurate. I think I'm going to count up in fives, but I'm not going to start all the way from 0. There's no point. There's no number at 0. So I'm going to start at 30 because my smallest number is 34. So I'm going to start at 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Oh, no, I'm writing 50 again. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and then I'm just going to add in 95 just for good measure. All right. Sorry, it does look like SS. I know. Sorry, Chloe, my handwriting isn't the best. All right. So luckily for us, we don't need to do the 5-number summary because just by rearranging our data and finding Q1, Q2, and Q3, we've already kind of done the 5-number summary for ourselves. The only difference is we just need to add in the max and the min. All right, so I'm going to start with my whiskers. I know that my minimum value is 34, and my maximum value is 90. And then I'm going to draw my box. I know that my Q1 is 46, so very close to 45. There, 46. My Q2 is 54, so over here. And my Q3 is 73, so that's in between these two. How is Q1 46? Is it not 46? Did I miss something? I don't think I missed anything. Okay, we're going to join those two. And we're going to join those two. Okay, guys, you know what? Me and my drawing, it is what it is, guys. Please use rulers. Just use rulers. You know me. Okay. All right. Let me just answer Anna's question very quickly. Remember, Anna, that for us to find Q1, that's the lower quartile. So we're going to look for the midpoint of this value of data, this one over here. Okay. So the same way that we walked inwards to find the median, we're going to do the same over here to find Q1. Okay. So that's going to be my first number and then that number. And then 37 and 48. We're going to keep coming in until we reach the middle. Then I'm going to get 43 and 48 again. The only number left in the middle is 46. Okay. I hope that makes sense. All right. And that's how my 5-number summary and my Q1, Q2, Q3, and min-max should look. All right. Here's your next challenge. Okay. That's question 2. It says here, a learner did a project on climate change. At 2 each day, she recorded the temperature in degrees Celsius for a certain town. The information is given in the frequency table below. All right, we're going to answer question 2.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4. I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes to do that. All right, go for it, peeps. Oh, no. Oh. It's divided by 4. Divided by 4 because it's a quartile. So quarter means divide by 2. That was not the intention at all. I knew if I tried something funky here, nothing would help. Look at what I'm forced to do. Sugar. Oh. Oh no, it was last Wednesday. Teacher knows. You wrote last Wednesday.
He's writing this Wednesday.
But he said it went well.
Paper 1.
I see. Oh, Chloe's like, why are we sitting now? Chloe, what happened? What happened? And Sunny writes paper 1 on Friday. We are rooting for you so hard. We know that you're going to do the best, though. You guys are going to do absolutely wonderfully. So don't even stress it. Okay, 1 more minute. Landile is writing paper 2 tomorrow. Fingers. You're going to do great, though. Landile, you always do great. Landile sends me, guys, Landile DMs me his answers before any of you are even done. I just get answers in my DMs. Landile just be like, next. All right, that's time. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so first question says here, for how many days did the learner collect the data? So we know that when we, I know Finzo, you're going to do great. Okay, we know that the frequency, adding up the frequency will tell us how many days that was. So we need to say 2 plus 4 plus 9 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3. That is going to give us how many days that she collected the data for. All right, that's going to be 30 days. That's okay, Amber. We make the mistakes here and we learn from them here. And then when we get to the test and exam, we've learned from them. Okay. All right, now it says write down the modal class. Now the modal class is going to be the mode or the modal class with the highest frequency, and that's going to be 9. Okay, that's my highest frequency. So my modal class would have to be 28 less than or equal to t, which is less than 32. Okay. All right. Then the next one says, estimate the mean of the data. Now, the problem with this set of data that we have over here is it's completely different from this set of data that we had over here, because this data was discrete. Now, this data over here is continuous. So I can't just say fx by taking 3 multiplying by 1 and getting 3. That's not going to work. I need to then still need to find fx. But now the problem is, if I take this first number, if I take 2, do I multiply 2 with 20 or do I multiply 2 with 24? We don't know. We don't know. So what we need to do is we need to find the midpoint of my temperature interval. So the midpoint between 20 and 24 is what? What is the midpoint between 20 and 24? Good, Randile, correct. It's 22. We can do this going down the line. The midpoint between 24 and 28 will be 26. And we can keep going. The midpoint between 28 and 32 is 30. Midpoint between 32 and 36 is 34. The next one will be 38. And the last one over there will be 42. Now, in order to find fx, we can take the frequency multiplied by the midpoint. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 times 4, that's 44. 4 times 6, 4 times 26, that's 104. 104, this one is 270. 5 times 34 is 150, 170. 7 times 38, I have no idea. Somebody calculate for me. This last one is 126. I know that one for a fact. This one is 2. Thank you, Asbonge. Good. 266. Excellent. But now remember, guys, in order to find the mean, I need to find the sum of fx. So let's calculate all of that. Sum up. What are we going to get all together? Correct, Funzo. Yes, that's exactly what we need to do. Thank you, Asbonge. Asbonge is very fast with a calculator. I like it. Thanks, Chloe. Right, now this becomes 980. Beautiful. Now, we know when we calculate, correct, Landile, that's it. When we calculate for the mean, we're going to take the sum of fx divided by the number of values. And we know that we have 30 values because they've been 30 days. So we're going to take 980 divided by 30. How much does that give us? Round up, go. So the answer should be 32.6 watt. Correct. You and Bonolo, even just for good measure, Bonolo added in there 32.67 degrees Celsius, just to make sure she knows that the examiners can know she knows exactly what she's talking about. She even added degrees Celsius, so they don't even ask her. What is the average temperature of the data? 32.67 degrees Celsius. Good. Now it says, calculate the number of days on which the temperature was at least 28 degrees. All right, so we want to know how many of these, what percentage of these numbers were less than 28. So we're going to take 4 and 2. 4 and 2 together gives us 6.
Greater. At least it's like greater or equal to.
Oh, yes, it's greater. It's the other way around. Yes, teacher knows. At least means 28 and greater. Sorry. No, Landile, they wouldn't mark you down. Okay, so at least means 28 and greater. So I'm doing the opposite of what we needed to do. Sure. Okay, so what we need to do here, guys, is we need to take everything from 28 up. So we need to take 9 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3. Good, Landile, which would give us 24 over the total. But because they want the percentage, we're going to multiply that by 100. So 24 over 30 times 100 would give us what percent? Correct, Bonolo. Beautiful. Good. It would give us 80%. That's correct. 80%. And then this particular question, we must write 80%. We must write the percent part. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Are we all okay with how to answer this question? Are we all good? Okay, I think everything else is about the same. Okay, all right. We've got about, what, 9 minutes left. So I'm going to ask us to do this last one over here. Okay, just question 2. We're going to do questions 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3, and then we're going to call it. Okay, this time I'm not going to, no more helping. You guys must know I'm not going to draw the midpoint and frequency. You guys must fill in your own midpoint and frequency. I'm going to take shortcuts. Okay, so you guys must do, because it's an interval, you must do your own midpoint and your own fx. Okay, but I'm going to take shortcuts as we go. I'm just going to name the answer. I'm just going to put the answers down. Okay. Two more minutes. Amber, how dare you? Oh my goodness. How could you do that to me? Also, how did you know I was dreaming of the food? How did you know I was dreaming of the food that needs to go on that plate? You did it on purpose. Am I licking my lips that much? How, Chloe? I don't think I was licking my lips that much. Samuel, how could you? All right, that's time, guys. Remember, I'm just going to go through the answers. So I want you guys to stay with me here as we go. All right, so it says here, write down the modal class. The modal class is the one with the highest frequency. So that's going to be in between 100 and 110. Right. Okay, now it says, determine the interval in which the median lies. I know that my interval or the median is going to be where n plus 1 divided by 2 is. How many numbers do I have? 4, 12, 19, 24, 28, 30 values. So I'm going to have 30 plus 1 divided by 2. That's going to give me 15.5, the 15.5th position. So we're looking between the 15th and the 16th position. So these four are between 1 and 4. This one is in between 1 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So between 5 and 12 is that one there. This one is going to be between 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So between 13 and 19, which means it lies in this interval, which means that my median lies in the 110 to 120. Aibo. Okay, all right. Determine the mean IQ of the class. Now, for this one, we're going to need to find the midpoint. I'm going to do this very, very quickly. So that's going to be 95. That one's going to be 115. No, 105. And then 115, 125, 135, and 145 there. And then for fx, I just need to multiply them all together. So I'm going to just go, instead of doing that one after the other, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write in my calculator 4 times 95 plus 8 times 105 plus 7 times 115 plus 5 times 125 plus 4 times 135 plus 2 times 145. And I can do that, all of that divided by the number of values that we have, divided by 3. Okay, if you punch that into your calculator, the answer you should get out for the estimated mean should be 116. Correct, Samuel. An IQ score of 116. And that's the final answer, teacher Nels. You can run your PACE poll. All right, thank you very much for joining me this evening, grade 10s.